Most of us are just one habit away from being much happier, healthier, or wealthier, but we can't change. And if you ask the average person how much control they have over their own behavior, they'll tell you a lot. If that's true, then what's our problem? Why is it that almost all of us know we should change some habit, we even want to change some habit, but we don't change that habit? Conventional wisdom is that we just lack the willpower. Well, I wanted to find out. I wanted to see if success is all about personal motivation. So I gave a group of 10-year-old kids a chance to earn $40. All had big plans for the money once they left my lab.
Well, I was wanting to get a new video game, maybe a new pair of shoes.
College money.
Wait till Christmas comes and then buy my sister a really cute outfit.
Clearly, they were all very personally motivated to earn and keep their money, right? Here's how it worked. Over the course of 10 minutes, they would complete 4 easy tasks. After each task, I'd give them $10 and a chance to spend it or save it. The only temptation they'd face is a bunch of overpriced junk at my Change Anything store. So we've got kids who really want to save. They only have to resist temptation for 10 minutes, and the only temptation they'll get is obviously a terrible deal. How hard could this be? Let's see how the first subjects do.
Well, it's bye-bye, pretty baby, baby, bye-bye.
Wait a minute, what happened? In spite of rip-off prices, these kids were spending like it's bonus day on Wall Street. In fact, this group only saved an average of $13. A few of them even went into debt. What happened to those grand goals to save money?
Snickers is my favorite candy. I can usually get it at $1.50 at a store, but since it's my favorite candy, I bought it for $6.
And what about this poor kid?
$10 again.
In the end, all but one of these well-intentioned savers failed. Why would they pay so much to get so little when they only had to wait 10 minutes to achieve their goal?
I don't know. There was a lot of good stuff to buy.
I'm not sure if I can answer that question.
Sounds like a willpower problem, right?
I paid $6 for it because it didn't come any cheaper.
Well, not so fast. Picture it this way. It turns out that I'd laced their experience with 6 powerful sources of influence, the same kind you and I face in the real world. And these guys are experts at pulling us in directions we don't want to go. In fact, each one of these behavioral bullies worked against my would-be savers. Here's how. Everyone got to taste a free sample of their favorite candy. Yummy! Nobody taught them how to track their expenses. They were surrounded by bad examples and negative peer pressure.
You know, there's a lot of awesome candy over there.
Dude, you should get a lot. As much as you can. They spent from a credit account, which made the spending feel easy.
Just grab whatever you want to buy.
And finally, there were lots of enticing pictures on the walls. I think you adults call that marketing. Wow, these kids never had a chance.
I paid $4 for this, but I don't know why.
I wish I saved more.
But the real problem is bigger than just being outnumbered 6-1. These kids were blind to all of it. Why do you think it was so hard to save your money?
I don't know.
To be sure I could attribute their disappointment to these sources of influence, I changed them for the second group. I got them working for the savers rather than against them. No free samples. I taught them how to track their expenses. I turned accomplices into helpful friends.
I'm gonna save my money. How about you? I think I'm gonna save my money. I think it'd probably be a good idea.
I paid them in cash so they'd feel immediate loss when they bought something, and I took down all that marketing mumbo-jumbo. Okay, a new group of kids with the same jobs, same pay, and the same opportunity to buy from my Change Anything store. Now let's see what happens. Success! These kids walked away with 260% of what the first group saved. But what do these subjects attribute their success to?
I don't know. I don't know exactly, but because I'd rather save it so I can have it later on.
I just thought I shouldn't buy anymore because my goal was $30 and I wanted to keep that goal.
I needed the money.
Turns out these kids were just as blind to the positive sources of influence as the other kids were to the negative ones. So what's the problem with that? Well, if you don't know why you succeeded, you won't be able to fix your failures. And that's just it. My dad and his colleagues discovered that there are 6 sources of influence all around us all the time. And they have enough pull to determine our behavior and therefore our results. And if we can't see them, we can't change them. So when they're working against us, we're blind, outnumbered, and doomed. So what's the point? If we're struggling to change tough habits, we may not have a willpower problem, but a math problem. The numbers are simply stacked against us and we don't even know it. But if we can learn to see and engage all 6 sources of influence on our side, change becomes almost inevitable. Just think about it, getting what we really want out of life. Wouldn't that be great? And it's a whole lot better than the alternative.
I didn't want to spend too much so I could reach my goal, but at the end I kind of bought a little more, so yeah.